back.
Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dingleberry.
Dingleberries suck.
Dude, I used to get the worst dingleberries as a kid. No bullshit. I got, like, asshole hair when I was, like, the second I hit puberty. Like, that was the first thing that grew. Like, I didn't get tall or good looking or, like, nice skin or, like, nice, full, luscious fucking facial. I just got ass hair. Copious amounts of ass hair.
Yeah, that was one of the first things that somebody was ever like in a locker room, just like, you should shave this. And I was like, what?
Yeah, but then at the same time, you're the guy that shaves his ass hair, and then you get made fun of.
No, like a kid that was considered one of the cool dudes was like, hey, do you have ass hair? And I was like, yeah.
What the fuck?
And I was like, what about it? He just looks at me dead in the face. We were in 7th grade. He's like, you should shave it. I shave mine, and it's mad nice. It's just smooth.
Oh, that's okay. That guy was like, it's so smooth. And then when this guy puts his dick in my butt.
There's a lot of stuff. I hope people don't get mad, but there is just a lot of stuff that's just gay.
Yeah, there's a lot of fruity things that transpire in everyday life.
And not that it's like bad, that it's just objectively it's
gay.
It's gay.
Yeah. Like certain hand gestures, that's just gay. Yeah, like, or even like in certain contexts, just going like,
Just
that's
a little
fucking gay.
A little chipmunk.
It's really gay.
Yeah, and they caught you like in the middle of talking with your hands, and you forget what you were saying. You're like, yeah,
and you just leave yourself hanging.
It's like, damn, dude, you know you were
They know you
swinging
like
that way. I know you like dudes. What are you, gay?
I know that you shave your asshole.
I've never had an encounter, and I've always wanted to have one, where you're like, oh, what are you, gay? And then somebody just aggressively is like, yeah, 100%. And you're like,
oh shit, my fault.
Damn, my bad.
That wasn't a dig at your sexuality.
It's not bad that you are, but I was just, it was a little fruity.
Well, thank you for clarifying, if anything.
I mean, at least we know going forward.
Let's just move on with this conversation.
I mean, I guess, jeez.
Fuck. Good for you, but...
fuck. I said it on the last episode, too, but, like...
Nice.
Ooh, that was all of steak night, just right back.
All 10 ounces of sirloin and shrimp.
All 10 ounces and all 12 shrimp. Right up the gut.
That was some... That's got a bit of an odor to it. I can smell that from here.
It tasted good.
It smells like whatever spice they use for the
for the shrimp.
The shrimp. That was actually decent shrimp too.
It was good too. The first time we got it, the shrimp was only okay.
Yeah, it was kind of like rubbery and like.
Every time we've gotten the shrimp since, it's been much. We're talking about. I should acknowledge the camera.
Yeah, we should do a better job of that. We're learning still.
We go to Chili's for the boys' steak night. And every time we've gone, the shrimp has only gotten better, and the steak has only gotten more okay.
Tonight, however, was a fucking home run.
Yeah, knocked it out of the park.
The shrimp was good.
Whatever
the steak was good.
Yeah.
But they kind of stiffed us on the broccoli.
Yeah, I'm a big man.
Yeah.
I like to finish my plate. I like to enjoy whatever has been crafted for me by a 23-year-old line cook who's probably into girls that are much too young for him and smokes copious amounts of cigarettes. But, man, the broccoli...
Just wasn't doing it today.
Just wasn't doing me.
It was not it.
Me and my mustache that looks much better on camera than it does in person. The feathering of the camera makes this look much more like an Eddie Burback mustache than like in real life, where I've just got like a lot of really long mustache hairs that look like proboscises. I noticed that at work today. We have like a mirror in like the back part of where I work. And I looked in the mirror and I have like two perfectly symmetrical, extremely long mustache hairs that stick out like past my bottom lip. And I was like, fuck, I got proboscises.
Well, it also looks like you don't like trim your mustache.
I
like
trim
not,
it.
That's not like, I'm not saying that in like a dick way, but like your mustache hairs go over your lips.
Yeah, I trim my mustache about once a month.
Okay.
Once every month, I look in the mirror in the morning, and I've just finished my bathroom coffee.
And you're like, oh, it's time to de-stash a little bit.
And I'm like, damn, there's a lot of coffee in my mustache. And then I just pull out.
There was some coffee in my... Oh, yeah.
Because, like...
There's mustache in this coffee.
Mustachioed men, you know, the flavor saver is a real thing.
And I want to preface this by saying I'm envious of your mustache. Like,
Thank you.
have a full luscious like Ron Swanson mustache.
I didn't used to.
And I kind of just have like a Guillermo del Toro, like little...
Yeah, but see, Guillermo del Toro's is artsy.
Yeah.
The Ron Swanson, you can only pull off if you have like full other facial hair, but trimmed to where it's stubble.
Yeah.
I
It's very like Irish American, like father that's like a card carrying Republican mustache.
Yeah. I look like the dad that would like put on a balaclava and go get some fertilizer.
Yeah.
But my point was that as a mustachioed man,
That drinks coffee in the bathroom in the morning.
did you go in my bathroom tonight?
Does it have a coffee cup in there?
Yeah, and a spoon.
I'm gonna go look right now.
Go check. He's on mic. You'll be able to hear this. It's a coffee cup from Germany.
Upon further review, yep, it's right here.
Wrong light switch.
Wow.
He didn't believe me.
He was not fucking around. There's a coffee cup and a spoon on this man's just bathroom sink. Okay.
Yeah, that's the bathroom coffee. That's the in the morning, right out the shower. I'm naked and wet, and then I'm like,
Need a
shit,
cup of Joe.
kill the whole thing at once. One sip.
Do you go straight black or is there cream and sugar in it? Do you like make this, you like craft this cup of coffee and then just get in the shower?
So what I usually do is I wake up about 8 minutes too late.
Okay.
My mom has already made coffee. Like we usually make like a pot or a half a pot a morning. Pour my coffee. Do about, I'd say like an eighth of a teaspoon of cream and 3 tablespoons of sugar.
That is aggressive. Okay. Going on.
Leave it in my bathroom. Grab all my clothes.
Clothes.
So I go
I
in
like
my
how you said clothes there.
my clothes.
You very much enunciate the TH.
Yeah, I noticed my Rhode Island accent completely disappears on the podcast.
Yeah.
It's going.
We speak very concisely in most of the time.
Yeah. And then you talk to me outside of the podcast, and I'm like,
God, you fucking...
you get in the
bro, your
car.
fucking tie is like mad flat right now.
This fucking kid, I swear to God. But so
Anyways.
I get all my clothes.
We sound very like college Providence kid right now.
Yeah.
And then off air, it's very much just
Yeah.
just bro dude from Rhode Island suburbs.
I say drinking coffee out of my Providence Bruins Dunkin' Donuts Center.
By the way, at
insulated
10:30 at night.
Hey, fuck you. But I get all my clothes, usually scrubs. I'm very methodical. Get the clothes out of the closet, then underwear, then my socks, and then my shirt, because I always wear an undershirt tucked into my pants. And then my shoes, and I put all of that in my bathroom. Close the door, strip, get naked, shower, and then after the shower, but before drying off, my hair is still dripping. I've actually dripped hair water into my cup of coffee.
That you're then going to consume.
Then kill the whole cup of coffee with the spoon still in it. You hold this.
I can drink coffee with a spoon in it. I get what you're saying.
And like thumb.
And you just
knock it back. And then dry swallow all of my morning pills. Because I always go, shit, I just drank all my coffee.
Bro, my grandfather, all right, so that just reminded me of something I used to watch my grandfather do every day. So when I was in 8th grade, we were homeless for a solid year.
I'm going to hold my micro. Sorry. That sucks. But
no,
I want to
it
announce that I'm going to take my microphone away from my mouth while I breathe. Because somebody had some comments about that. Somebody had to say something about my
Motherfucking stop breathing into the microphone.
I'm sorry.
Like
for all my mouth breathing. Sorry, go on about being homeless in 8th grade.
All right, anyways. From mouth breathing to homelessness in 8th grade to somehow relating this to my grandfather. My grandfather, by the way, who is a spectacular mustached man. He is a spectacular... He's been a spectacularly mustached man my whole life. I've never seen this man clean shaven a day in my fucking life.
And your dad, surprisingly, unmustachioed.
Yeah, well...
Not a lip hair.
Well, because my grandfather's my mom's dad. My dad's father... I never met my dad's father. He passed away almost a decade before I was born.
Damn, I'm like 0 for 2 right now.
But... No, Papa's been rocking the stash literally my whole life. But anyways, so he used to be like a solid like 6 medium hot regulars from Dunkin' a day type of guy.
Nice.
Which is also very indicative of whereabouts in the United States we live. And I used to, when we lived there in 8th grade, I used to wake up at the same time he was about to leave for work. I would be getting up, getting ready for school. And he used to pretty much kill 90% of a cup of coffee. This is, by the way, before he would go get his first cup of coffee from Dunkin' a day. He would have a cup of coffee.
Nice.
He'd get it until like there's like a little bit left floating at the bottom with like all the sugar and everything that would kind of just congeal. He'd just drop his morning heart medication in it and slug the rest of it. Go over to the sink, rinse it out, take a shot of water, and then just go.
So what you're telling me is your grandfather was a badass.
What I'm saying is Papa's got that dog in him.
What if I told you Papa's got that dog in him? I hate that guy on TikTok.
On today's episode, we learn about the fact that Papa does indeed have that dog in him. Let's talk about that.
That guy always... You know what the guy I'm talking about on TikTok?
Yeah.
He finds a way to talk too long about somebody in a really good way. Like, he's always just like, what if I told you Marilyn Monroe had that dog in her? And I'm like...
Shut the fuck up.
I'm like,
dude, I'm already scrolling.
It's like, what? And like, you have to pause on every episode because maybe it'll be a good one.
Yeah.
And
so you gotta just weather the storm of him just speaking.
Yeah, he's got like a half a second pause in the beginning for the camera to like focus on him. So then I have to like interrupt my mindless, no thought scrolling to listen to this guy be like, what if I told you random famous person has that dog in him? And I'm like, all right.
Fucking go on.
Go on, I guess. Why does...
You got this far already.
Yeah, why does Tyson Bell have that dog in him? Like, all right. You know, I saw... So Drake Bell has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like, from Drake and Josh.
Yep.
And I was watching videos for, like, probably 5 minutes on YouTube of, like, Spanish pronunciation. Because I was doing some of my Spanish homework, and I forgot how to say words that are like EIXO, because it's like different. I think for like 2 or 3 words, it's different. He must have a media team that markets to different languages, because I started getting Drake Bell recommended YouTube videos where the title was in English, but the actual thumbnail had words all in Spanish.
What the fuck?
So it was like Drake Bell and Espanol. And I was like,
Hencho y Mexico.
I was like, am I having, I for a second I was like, I must be having a stroke, because there's no way that
This just feels like a fever dream.
like there's no way this is real. And then I tapped on the video, and it was a Drake Bell YouTube video, but with automatic Spanish subtitles.
That's
So like if you click on it, it thinks you're in like a Spanish speaking country or whatever, and just automatically translates with like Google AI that's gonna kill us all one day
that's
into Spanish.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I was kind of scared.
Yeah, it's like weird that like your Google AI just thinks it knows you that well.
Yeah, well, because I skipped through like 3 videos because I couldn't find what I wanted, and then I got Drake Bell, and I was like, that's weird. And it was like Drake Bell and Espanol, and I was like, what the
We should
hell?
put the entire description to this episode in Spanish.
Yeah, I'm gonna translate our auto-generated
Into Spanish just for this one episode.
our description that is the same.
You have school tomorrow in Espanol.
Yeah, YHST en Espanol. It's like Tom Segura in Espanol. Dude, have you watched Tom Segura in Spanish?
I have. Yes.
Some of the episodes are actually really good.
They are.
Because he
He
talks.
had one where like he had Joey Diaz on. And by the way, Tom Segura speaking Spanish and Tom Segura speaking English sound like 2 completely different people. But Joey Diaz speaking Spanish is just Joey Diaz fucking speaking Spanish. The same gravity, like. But
It's like Tom Segura in Spanish is like this very astute interviewee,
yeah.
like kind, but like also kind of smarmy dude. Like it's like a totally different personality. And I noticed that with my Spanish professor in college. Like she also had like a totally different personality in
Yeah,
Spanish.
exactly.
Like, she would start because it's college Spanish, so like they start just talking to you in Spanish.
Yes.
And she doesn't expect you to know what she's saying, but then she'll like repeat it in English, and then you're like, oh, okay, that tracks. But her it's this like little Italian lady, she's like 70.
Just
Her
hurling
Spanish,
the niche at you.
yeah, just tossing that ENS, tossing Enyas at me like crazy, schwas and everything. I'm like, yo.
Wait, your name in Spanish too is also Schwa?
No, my name in Spanish is Jacob,
Jacob.
but in Portuguese it's
João.
just João.
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 Because I don't,
João, man.
yeah. But her personality in Spanish is like,
That's funny too, because that just sounds like how a Portuguese guy, not sorry to cut you off, but João just sounds like how like a very like an older Portuguese man would just say wow.
wow,
Like you tell him something incredible, you'd be like, wow.
wow.
That's really cool, man. You wanna buy a used car?
Okay.
Like, no thanks, Manny. I'm just telling you about
No, Manny, you started this conversation actually.
You came up to me. Funny you should mention it.
We never mentioned that the broccoli was bad.
Yeah, we touched on how terrible the broccoli was.
Oh, you know what? Because I was talking about my mustache,
Yes.
and I got off topic.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
What about one
showing
burn?
up on the microphone.
Jesus fuck, dude.
But yeah, so the broccoli
The broccoli.
was bad.
Obviously, he didn't eat much broccoli.
Yeah, the broccoli was terrible.
Dude, what the fuck's been going on in the world? Like, those fucking spy balloons that we've just been shooting down that have been popping up.
We were like, oh shit, there's one. Hold on, there's 5. We shot down 5 more, and everyone was like, well,
Do you think we're gonna, like,
Ohio's on fire.
Fucking Ohio is on fire.
Only in Ohio, dude. The people who've been like only in Ohio in like social media comments for the past like 3 years.
I'm one of those people. We've been having a field day. We have been feasting on the remains of Ohio after what happened with the fucking.
Did you see that thing where the CDC changed the like safety data sheet on their website for the chemical?
Yep.
Like 11 days before the crash happened.
Yeah.
And then the crash happened.
We're saying it's an inside job now, which I'm usually not a big conspiracy theory nut, but
here's the thing.
that would make sense.
In my opinion.
It doesn't not make sense to me. Let me say it like that.
In my opinion, when we are under a liberal government or a government that is trying to look like it's liberal, conspiracy theories make much more sense to me. When we're under a more conservative government, conspiracy theories feel unthinkable, but only because the conservative government will just do the shit that the liberal government would hide.
They don't hide it. Yeah, exactly.
If it was like 9/11 era, it's like we wouldn't go to war and kill hundreds of thousands of people that were completely unrelated to this terrorist attack, and then we're like, we're just send everybody with a gun to Iraq.
We're just gonna send them over there and shoot them a bunch. Shoot the sense into them.
We gotta kill all the brown people. And there are dudes that are like, I got nothing better to do.
Fuck, I mean, all right. Sign me up, I guess. You're paying how much an hour? Shit, okay.
You get 48 grand and a Hellcat? Let's go.
You're going to pay me $90,000 a year to go hold a gun in a fucking open world sand pit?
I get to go act out all of the racist thoughts that I've had in my head since I was 9 in a foreign country with no laws. Oh, dude, sign me up. And I get a Hellcat? And when I get back, my wife's going to cheat on me with a guy who's in the minority of people that I hate. Because it's always like a white dude in the military gets cheated on. His wife cheats on him with a black guy. Or a black guy in the military gets cheated on with his wife by like a 80-pound white dude. And either one of them ends up with the husband in jail.
Yeah.
Both of them, their immediate response is like,
the fuck out.
Okay, I'm going to kill him now. Yeah. It's like, sir, you are on American soil. You can't brandish a weapon in a Walgreens.
When I was very, very briefly in the military, I was when I was in the barracks one day, I had a couple of buddies that I made. And this is already at the point where I was just waiting to go home. And he pretty much, his girlfriend just admitted openly to him that she cheated on him. And he literally was just pacing around in between he had the bunk next to me. He was pacing around, just brainstorming ways he could kill this guy and make it look like an accident.
Jesus Christ.
And then they just sent this dude home.
And they were like, well, time to go.
They were like, all right, your time's up. Here's some money. Here's a plane ticket.
Get back to Jacksonville, bro.
Back
Open
to reality.
carry's legal.
Yep. Dude, no, he was from like the heart of the South. He was from like rural South Carolina.
Oh, they don't give a fuck in the Carolinas.
Like, bro, there's just guns like in the street there. Like, you can just walk down the street and find a gun.
They'd just be like, hey, you gonna use that
it's
gun?
It's just like open community chests for like free recycled guns.
Just be going on quests. Your reward is a gun. Like, fuck yeah, dude. Another 38 to add to the collection. Yeah, fuck yeah. Nah, I
hate guns.
I don't know how I feel about guns.
I hate guns.
Because there's the part of me that's like, it's in the Constitution. And then there's the other part of me that's like, that's not what they meant.
And
then
also, the Constitution was written by a guy with a feather in a house without electricity by candlelight.
by dudes who owned other people actively.
Almost 300 years ago.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, wouldn't it just feel good?
Sacred scriptures.
Wouldn't it just feel good?
You must not disobey the Constitution. Bro, why haven't we fucking written any new shit?
Wouldn't it just feel good to just, like, you just got that thing on you?
No, it would not. No, I can completely live without having a gun. That is fine with me. I have zero interest in guns.
You know what? You don't want just like a boot gun?
No.
Just like walk around 22 in your Doc Martens.
No, I don't. I don't
Pull it out on an assailant.
Why do you think I learned martial arts? No. Dude, I think, first of all, I think dudes that like be taking videos of themselves like pointing guns, that's the corniest fucking shit ever.
That's one of those things that's pretty gay.
That is so stupid.
That's one of those things that's pretty gay.
Literally, dude.
I like airsoft. Airsoft is pretty gay.
They definitely like only
let's dress up and shoot at each other.
guys
with
like
guns.
that like wear shiesty masks and like pose with guns on like Snapchat. Their diet definitely consists of like Fruit Loops and like banana game wraps.
Yeah, like, fruit leather.
Fruit leather.
Oldie fruit leather. I have some if you want any. I have fruit leather.
You got fruit leather?
Yeah, but no, that's airsoft is pretty gay. It's fun.
No, airsoft is fun. I fuck with airsoft, but like real guns, I don't fuck with. Like I'm being so dead ass about that. I would never own a gun.
Gun YouTubers are pretty gay.
Anybody that owns a gun and makes it very adamantly clear that they own a gun because it's their right because of the Constitution to protect their family. Fuck you, all right? Shut up. You don't live in an area where you need to protect your family if you're that open about owning a gun. I hate to break it to you. If you wear a fucking hat that says something about the Second Amendment or like come and get it, some bullshit like that, you live in like a nice community and make like at least 6 figures a year. You're probably working some blue collar construction job. You think you're all high and mighty because of that too, because you got soft hands, brother, and I don't. I work for a living. Blah. Fuck you. Suck my dick. Anyways.
I gotta tell you something you're not gonna be very happy about, Dave.
What?
I have a come and take it flag in this house. And a don't tread on me flag.
I have a don't tread on me flag too, actually. I just don't fuck with guns. It's not, all right, so it's not that I don't fuck with guns. It's just I don't fuck with the type of people I just described.
Gun people. Gun people
suck. If you own a gun and nobody knows you own a gun, that's fine. That's how it should be.
I almost got sucked. Did I ever tell you the story about how I almost got sucked down the All Right pipeline?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go down that rabbit hole for a second, but I'm going to finish my thought by saying, in conclusion, if I ever see one of you open carry motherfuckers just walking around...
To be fair...
with a fucking, like... with an M14 fucking strapped to your chest, I'm going to come up to you and punch you in the face and see what you do with that gun. I will try to take that gun from you. I will try to come and take it.
You're gonna get us killed.
And I'll probably beat your fucking face in with it. Because you know what? You don't have to open carry an assault rifle in Fort Worth, Texas.
In Austin, Texas. Keep Austin weird, and by weird we mean really gay. No, I almost...
In fucking Clearwater, Florida, bro. What are you doing? Why do you have a bazooka?
I need to protect my home from who? Intruders. What color are those intruders?
Hey, now listen. Now wait, I got a lot of ideas about this.
Hold on. Let me get my gun.
Let me get my gun and we can talk about this. I like how there's a lot of states that are like legalizing marijuana. And then like there's just states down south that are just giving you more guns.
Yeah, they're like, that's. I don't even have a joke about that.
Can I spark one up in my car now, please?
No, but you can have 9 guns.
No, but you can attach a turret to the roof of your 2008 uninsured Honda Civic. That's fully 0% tint.
All right, I'll take the turret. A turret on my car would be kind of cool.
That would be sick.
Right out the sunroof.
That would be really fun.
Blast the motherfuckers on the highway.
Me and Ashlyn's dad actually joked about this the other day, that school buses should have torpedoes on them.
Scraping down the road.
You just like cut in front of a fucking school bus.
You just get annihilated.
Oh shit.
For the audio listener, that was terrible. I did just blow directly into the microphone on my phone.
That's probably what it would sound like, to be fair.
No, but yeah.
You almost got sucked down the alt-right pipeline. We got to hear about this.
Pretty hardcore, too.
All
like,
right.
I was like... So...
You were like getting indoctrinated?
Oh, yeah, dude.
You were going to be like one of those, like, you will not replace us motherfuckers?
Almost. I was...
Bro, we wouldn't be friends if that is what you became. You know that, right?
100%.
I would have probably tried to fight you in high school.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. I was, like, wearing, like, military BDU pants to 7th grade.
Dude, I would have thrown you down the stairs.
Yeah.
I would have bleed the fuck out of you.
Yeah. You know what gets bitches? Not combat pants in a 7th grade science classroom.
It's so weird to say this, but like I feel like if I was just like a little bit more over the edge in high school, I would have been like an Antifa bully. Like I would have been like a far left, like just douchebag.
Nah, dude, if you go far left enough, you get your guns back.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, so I was always into Nerf guns as a kid, and I'm still into Nerf guns.
Yeah, me too. I loved airsoft and BB guns and shit.
Yeah, and I loved airsoft. I love BB guns, pellet guns, all that shit.
I got shot with a pellet gun once, but we'll touch on that again if you want.
Steel ball rifles and shit. It was crazy. And it's funny. So it started off watching Nerf videos, and a lot of the Nerf guys back in the day, not anymore, because they police YouTube a lot more. So if you have one channel that's like content for kids, and then another channel that's like, because we have to mark our videos.
Yeah.
Every post, this is not content for kids.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like 2011, 12, 13.
That wasn't always the case.
Yeah, that wasn't the thing.
I remember that, yeah.
So there were dudes who would make videos about Nerf guns, and then they would have another channel that was
guns.
airsoft guns.
Huh.
And then they would have a third channel that was real guns. Mm. So I was watching this guy, and he still makes YouTube videos about Nerf guns to this day, actually. He's like one of the biggest Nerf YouTube people. Coop. He compared a Nerf gun grip to a real steel gun. And it was the first time I ever heard somebody say real steel. He was like, oh yeah. He's like, this is very similar to real steel guns. He's like, I practice at the range a lot. He's like, I'm used to this kind of grip. But for children, this is very uncomfortable. He's like, this would only be comfortable for adults. It's very big. And I was like, real steel? And then I looked, and he had a YouTube channel where he was shooting guns. So I just started watching this guy I used to watch play with Nerf guns. Just shooting real guns. And he's a really good shot. Like, okay. He's really good. And he got me into a bunch of other people that do airsoft videos. And airsoft was cool because it's real metal guns that hurt, and you have to wear real
military. They fucking hurt like a bitch, dude.
Yeah, you have to wear real military gear.
Yeah.
And, like, stay strapped, and you have to behave like somebody in a real firefight. Like, it was so cool if you're, like, 11.
Yeah.
And I would be home.
No, those airsoft battles can be fucking stressful. Like, you ever gotten hit with an airsoft grenade?
No. But I've seen them.
Dude, that leaves welts on you, like...
Yeah.
literally like the size of golf balls. I got hit with one once. I caught like shrapnel from one.
Yeah,
I got
just, like,
I
right to
caught
the-
like I was barely inside of the blast zone, and I had welts on me for weeks, the size of like fucking golf balls.
Yeah, that shit hurts.
It just kills.
And I would watch like Evike or Evike, which is still like the #1 airsoft retailer, and all those guys had their own channels, and they would talk about guns. And if you watch enough YouTube videos
Eventually,
from guys who don't talk about politics, they don't talk about gun rights, they don't talk about the Constitution, maybe they wear a shirt that has an American flag and like crossed muskets on it. Maybe they have a shirt with "Come and take it" on it. But they never mention anything.
some of those like thin blue line motherfuckers.
Yeah, thin blue line or like the Punisher skull.
Yeah,
But they only talk about guns.
those guys are still the worst.
Well,
Those guys fucking blow, dude.
it's a little gay.
It's really gay. It's first of all, it's super fucking cultish. Second of all, it's kind of gay. And it's those same motherfuckers that be like, "Oh, I'm not gay. I'm a heterosexual." Blah blah blah. Like, you're definitely a little gay, buddy. You
The
you
dudes
hang
who-
out with your friends in the woods shooting guns, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you're shooting. Sure,
So,
you're definitely not shooting loads at each other. But anyways,
so those guys got me onto Demolition Ranch. And if you do this exact thing, I bet you, audience, go on YouTube, make a new YouTube account, watch Nerf videos, then airsoft videos, then just gun videos. Just guns. Just reviewing a gun or like talking about ammunition. That was nice.
that was nice, right?
I was really big into watching videos about different ammo types, like 7.62, 50 cal, 22s, 38, 45, whatever. Just talking about different bullets. And then watch Demolition Ranch. You're going to start getting onto veteran YouTuber with nerdy tech geek son YouTube videos where it's old dudes who are veterans and their sons are really good at YouTube and they have like 2.5 million subscribers and all of their videos are talking about they're trying to take our guns. Look at my truck. Here's my new gun. Hillary's a bitch. All Nancy Pelosi can eat my ass. Shit like that.
So dudes who's like heads you just want to slam into a fucking brick wall because it'd be doing an improvement for them.
Not at the time, but yeah.
Okay, yeah.
At the time, you're like, because you get this perfect progression.
It's
of
like, maybe they are taking my guns. All right, I can see how that. Yeah,
I
to a
literally-
young impressionable kid. Yeah,
who just got the internet
yeah.
right around the time where Trump
Who doesn't have like
reasoning skills.
reasoning or like doesn't really have many male role models in his life at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Literally. Grew up with a single mom.
yeah.
I literally remember this was,
A lot of alt-right kids have single moms. I've noticed that.
yeah, no male role model.
Yeah.
That's where it comes out.
So it's like,
No male role model,
Yeah.
and then you end up looking to other sources, and all the sources in the media are fucking crazy.
yeah.
So then you get
And,
neo-Nazis.
and then you get a generation of fucking Andrew Tates, which is
Yeah,
what we have
exactly.
right now, which is insane.
Yeah. I remember it was right before Trump had gotten popular because my grandmother, who loves Trump,
Ugh.
at the time was angry at the TV because Trump was on. Trump was
No
on
surprise
the TV.
there.
Trump was on the TV.
I like Trump. Where's my Trump?
No. She was mad at the fact that they were entertaining Trump as a presidential candidate.
Okay.
She was like, "This idiot. Why are they letting him do this? This is a joke." Blah blah blah.
6 months later, it's like, I love Donald Trump so much.
So that it was around that time, I was on her couch watching a YouTube video about, at the time around 2015, 2016, there was an ammunition crisis
Yeah.
where people thought that if we got another Democratic president, there was going to be an assault rifle ban. So they bought up all the ammunition they could.
Which, by the way, I don't care what you feel about this. You shouldn't own an assault rifle. But anyways.
Well, the thing is, there's no concrete definition for what an assault rifle is.
Yeah, but I think we all fucking know what an assault rifle is. Let's be real here.
Yeah. I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole.
Anyways.
Because I could argue about this for a while.
Anyways.
And there's no point because we both agree.
Yeah.
We're going to fight about it.
Hairs at that point.
Yeah, we're going to fight about it for nothing. And I remember watching this YouTube video, and I said the dumbest thing I think I've ever said in my entire life. I went, well, if we get Trump, they won't ban assault rifles, so people stop buying up all the ammo, so there'll be some for somebody else. And she was like, what? You're 12.
Shut up.
What are you talking about? Or no, I was 14. She's like, what are you, you've never touched a gun in your life. And I was like, oh God, she's right.
Fuck, you got a point there.
And then
it just totally snapped you out of your alt-rightness?
Well, no, because I stopped watching gun videos and I started watching like PragerU-esque videos. And I was like, I think these guys are wrong. Because they're saying all the things that the other people I watch on YouTube say, but these guys are supposed to be educated.
Yeah.
And clearly they must not be if they're saying the stuff that I expect the people who I know aren't educated say.
Yeah.
Because I still would watch the videos of like my alt-right gun dudes and be like, that's just Cletus. He's just joking around.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But then the quote-unquote educated ones that share those same beliefs say the same shit. And it's like, you're supposed to be the smart one? Really?
Yeah, Dennis Prager is like, what does it even mean to be gay? That shit's not real.
And you're like,
that's made up by the left to try to control your brain. And I was like,
you know what? Maybe you're wrong.
Shit.
Maybe I shouldn't be listening to this guy.
But yeah, that was how I almost got sucked down the alt-right pipeline because airsoft guns are really cool to autistic kids.
Yeah. And to be fair, airsoft guns are really cool.
Yeah, like mechanically alone, airsoft guns are ridiculous.
I used to fucking play with airsoft guns all the time until I was like almost 18. Like, I fucked with airsoft heavy for a while.
Yeah, it's so cool. And like,
but that's it.
Yeah.
Because I just think of it as something fun, and I think of it as something that's not essential to my life. See where I'm going with this, everybody?
Yeah. This hasn't been a very funny podcast.
No, it has not.
We're 45
We've really just been stating our
in.
opinions.
Yeah, we seem to do that. Like the first episode we did was really good, and then the second episode we were just like, fucking men's mental health.
Yeah. Everyone was like, what the fuck is this?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I didn't know these guys were gay.
Yeah, I didn't know these guys were fucking gay. God damn.
We need to worry about the environment and stop burning dinosaur bones. Like,
I didn't know Dad was gay. Me and my dad hate the environment. All we talk about is eating pussy and fracking. Whoa,
y'all just...
I'll cut that out.
No. You can leave that in. Everybody just heard me twitch for the first time ever. Live on stream.
Yeah.
I've never ticked in a podcast episode. It's a weird thing. It kind of just comes and goes.
Never ticked on a podcast.
No. Now, I'm going to do it a few more times now. Because I fucking did it once.
Yeah. Huh. I never thought about that until you just said that you've never ticked on a podcast.
Yeah, because, usually it only happens when I'm, out and about and doing stuff and, my mind's going. If I'm, chill and, not really doing much, it doesn't happen.
This has not been a very chill podcast.
No.
This has been a very...
Yeah.
This was yeah, our food was great.
Yeah, I really got going for a bit there.
Our food was great. The broccoli sucked. By the way, Jake almost became a neo-Nazi.
I fucking hate guns and people that like owning guns and make it a point that owning a gun is part of their fucking personality.
All right.
Yeah, It only happens like if I get like going like that, or if I'm out in public, or like another thing I've noticed too, which is weird. And ask anybody that also has a tick and has had a tick their whole life, they'll tell you the same thing. If I see somebody else twitch, or like tick, I'll start doing it too.
Oh yeah, I used to have a fake Twitch.
A fake twitch, and then it turned into a real twitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
When I was a kid, I have a relative who has like a corner of the face twitch, not like an eye, but like this.
Yeah.
And I think I must have been like 6, and I started mimicking her twitch, and it became like an actual, like I would go like this,
Yeah.
and like my face would go, and I did that till I was like 15, and then my mom was like, "Why are you twitching?"
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, "Shit, that's not even real." I was like, "Never mind." And
Fuck, my bad. I'll just stop.
I completely stopped doing it. But I remember actively thinking, "Oh, she twitches, and I like her, so I'm gonna do that." Thinking for some stupid reason that like my Twitch would make me cool.
Mine
Dude,
used to
I
be
was
like
such a weirdo.
Yeah. Mine used to be really bad. Like when I was in like, first of all, I've had my Twitch literally since I was like 7 years old. Like I think I was in like 2nd grade when it started. And it probably happened a lot before that too. That's just when I remember it for sure starting. Because I used to have like audible, like I would twitch and make a noise. I don't always do that now. I do it sometimes still. But like I would like really drastically turn my head like that and go like, ah! Or like just some noise. And it got to the point where like my teachers would like notice and stuff, and like sometimes I would get bad and I'd have to like step out of class and like calm down. And like I got like made fun of for it and everything. And it took my parents like a year or 2 to notice. Like I never even got brought to the doctor about it until like I was almost out of elementary school.
Well, I feel like shit with kids like that.
It's just like you never know if it's like real or not.
Exactly. Like I literally faked a Twitch for like
because
8 years.
A, they're not that developed enough and it could probably just go away.
Yeah.
And B, they don't really have the knowledge of the world and of themselves to like communicate what's going on with them.
Yeah.
So like even if they notice it, like they're not gonna say anything.
Yeah, kids.
I never said anything.
I feel like kids a lot of times are like dogs. Like an injured.
All right, you gotta string this together well, buddy. Let's hear it.
Yeah. No, I thought this through before
You better have this well thought out.
Kids are like dogs because
They both smell and hump stuff all the time.
well, that's teenage boys.
Oh yeah.
Kids are like little kids, like from newborn. I wouldn't say newborn. Kids from like 5 to 12 are like dogs because dogs, when they're hurt, try to hide it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Until they absolutely can't anymore.
Especially like little boys.
Oh my god, yeah. Like
that was my fucking childhood.
even into my teens. Like I was doing like wood carving for a Boy Scout thing in my backyard, and I literally chopped my thumb in half. Like the end of my thumb.
Yeah.
Just directly split it in 2. And I just wrapped it up in my hoodie, ran into my house, and my mom was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Nothing." And she was like, "Okay." And then I came out of the bathroom and didn't tell her or say a thing about it until I had washed the gallons of blood off of myself, changed hoodies, and completely wrapped up my thumb. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, I cut myself." And she was like, "Took you a long time to fix what you did."
How are you standing up right now? You should be like
and there was
passed
like,
out.
There was like blood in the sink. And I was like, "Oh, I cut myself." And it was like, it looked like I stabbed something in the sink. But kids do that shit all the time. Yep. So like even as a parent, you kind of have to be like, "Oh."
I did something very similar to that too. I was 13 and it was in a football game. I split my finger like the skin on my finger from the very tip of the finger all the way down to the middle of my palm on a metal clip on a helmet. And I just tapped my helmet, subbed myself out for a play, and literally just like taped my hand together.
Yeah.
And then played the rest of the game. Like the tape was like falling off because it was so soaked in blood.
Yeah, that gross athletic that gets like sticky.
Yeah. Oh, it was gnarly. And when it got too soaked, I just put a glove on.
Yeah.
I played like this for 3 quarters.
Just
And then I
dripping.
went home, didn't say anything about it to my parents. They weren't at the game. It was an away game. I'm laying in bed that night. By the way, just barely stopped bleeding.
Yeah.
Like, I kept re-aggravating it the whole game and everything. And my mom comes in my room, and I'm laying on my back with my hand over my head. She's like, what the fuck happened to your hand? I was like, oh, yeah, I cut it. And she's like, you cut it?
On a cheese grater? Like, what the hell?
With what, a bayonet?
Yeah, fuck. But yeah.
Yeah.
Kids be doing that shit.
Yeah, they just like, I mean, I feel like it's to a certain degree you want to like try to figure it out yourself before you seek out help because you know that you're still figuring out the world around you, but like.
Yeah, you want to like give yourself that independence.
Yeah, but it comes to like almost a
The cost of your
detrimental
well-being.
cost sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Kids are weird.
Kids are like dogs, yeah.
Yeah.
That's honestly,
See, the Jake man knows what he
yeah.
said.
When you think of it like that and you explain it like that, yeah.
Yeah. The lizard wizard has his ways.
Lizard wizard.
Fucking. I was gonna
The
try to make.
Burgermeister.
I was gonna try to make some kind of like sorcerer joke with coffee, but coffee starts with a C.
That would have been a stretch there.
And
Yeah.
sorcerer starts with an S.
Moving forward,
So
how do you shave your balls?
I don't.
Carefully.
So I was sitting, it was like a lull in the tournament, and none of my wrestlers were wrestling today. And they were just talking about how they shave their balls. And one of them was saying how they take the bottom of their nutsack and stretch it as far as they can and then just shave it that way. And another one was like, no, I turn the cold water on and wait for it to shrivel up and shave it that way. And I realized that I've never put much thought into it.
See,
That there's like different ways to do it.
See, I'm gonna have to look at the camera again, and the hat's gonna have to come backwards.
Yeah. Now we're getting down to brass tacks here. How do you shave your nutsack?
For any of the young men that might be out there listening to the podcast,
All 4 of you.
yeah, for the 4 of you that are gonna hear this, as you can see, I'm an older adolescent man.
A 20 nothing.
A 20 nothing. Probably older than you. I have far too many tattoos for my age.
As do I, but
It happens.
yeah.
Mustache, probably better than yours. Not gonna lie. It's not like your face.
It is no, it is not.
You need to go with the grain.
You shouldn't really even shave against the grain on your face.
Yeah, but see, with an electric razor on your
An
face,
electric
it
shit,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
that's different.
Doesn't matter.
I usually will, not that I really shave much as of recently, but I'll usually go almost, I'll pretty much just follow like the angle of my face with an
Yeah,
electric razor.
and you could go like perpendicular.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
I always go across on my neck.
Yeah, just to kind of
Yeah.
get rid of it. Go with the grain. Because otherwise, you're going to be cutting nuts.
Nut cuts are not fun.
No,
They
bleed.
take a while to heal.
They bleed
They
like a son of a
bleed.
bitch.
They take a while to fucking heal. That nut cuts are no fun.
So please, for the love of God.
Because then you get scab nuts, and scab nuts aren't a good time.
Well,
Scab
you
nuts
get
do not look
those
good.
they're like that small,
Yeah.
and they're always red as shit.
Yeah.
And then one day they're
And it's
just
never
gone.
like a full scab. It's
Yeah.
kind of just like,
just like
it
there.
just looks like clotted blood.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
one day it's just gone.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck?
No, my
I don't even have a
nuts
scar. It's
yeah.
just like my nuts.
So in conclusion,
Go with the grain. Even if the
Take-
grain goes toward the boys. Because sometimes on the bottom, the grain likes to come back up, still go with the grain.
It'll switch fields on you, and that's when you really got to pay attention.
It's going to switch directions.
Yeah.
You might have to come up from the bottom. It's okay. It's fine. That's natural.
Got to be able to hit a curveball as well as a slider.
Yeah. You got to hit a curveball every once in a while. You got to...
Sometimes you might get a left-hander, throw sliders, and it breaks in on you. Sometimes you might get a right-hander that throws curveballs, breaks left on you.
Every once in a while, you're in the crease. Left-handed midi comes downfield.
Yeah.
Hits a bouncer on you. You got to drop to your knees, catch that shit with your face.
I think that was even more of a niche reference. We went from batters to lacrosse goalies.
Yeah. The 1% of the 1%, maybe.
Sometimes you catch a crease. Sometimes you catch a crease cranker.
It's going to happen.
And you just got to grin and bear it. And that, of course, is the ingrown hairs.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to take it, man.
Sometimes you might see... I'm not going to say that. Regardless, you got to go with the grain. And use a safety razor. Not a disposable razor. A safety razor with removable, changeable razor blades. Single or double edge replaceable razor blades. Replace them every time you shave your sack. And go with the grain. Single swipes.
Easy single swipe.
Easy. The boys don't need to be taught. We're not painting on a canvas. You don't need to be tacking things in with nails. Making sure everything's drum tight. None of that.
Because I'll tell you what right now. The girl that you're fucking around with, she knows how to shave.
Exactly.
Right? She will very much appreciate it if you shave and you know how to.
And furthermore, there's a lot more going on for them.
Yeah.
There's like six dimensions.
Yeah. It's a whole different... There's not an inch of skin on a woman's body like a nutsack. No. It's...
Eyelid.
No. God, no. Dude, there is nothing like... There is no other stretch of body like a man's nutsack.
I'm covered in coffee. That was a terrible cup to choose.
Yeah.
We should have just kept it in the Yeti.
Probably, yeah.
It was like a 9-minute interaction to make this cup of coffee.
It was. And obviously not a very productive one.
No, because I'm covered in coffee.
We just stretched this podcast full circle. We started with the ass and we're finishing with the balls. And I think that's it for the night.
No, because we should probably go over an hour for each episode because there's going to be cuts. There's going to be messing around. This wasn't a very funny episode. Did anything funny happen to us recently? I feel bad because I'm still going to tag this episode as a comedy podcast.
Yeah. Anything funny happened to us
Nothing particularly funny happened to me this week.
Yeah, me either. It's kind of been
a weird introspective week.
Lizard guy.
Lizard guy.
All right,
Cece's
I feel like
guy.
a lot of people will know about this. So
it had like 3 million views on TikTok.
So the lizard guy
a lot.
that goes to a community college, that's my school. The Community College of Rhode Island, that's where I go for school. I see the lizard guy on the daily. Twice last week, actually. Not just once. I saw him without a mask. On Thursday, this past Thursday, I was sitting in the common area doing my astro homework.
We're not laughing at the lizard guy, by the way. Big ups to the lizard guy.
Yeah, honestly.
I want him on the podcast.
Yeah, that would be dope as fuck.
I feel like isn't he like 28 though? Like isn't he? I feel like he's older than us.
I'm getting to that. So.
Do lizards have ages?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Lizard days.
Lizard years.
Lizard years, man.
So I'm sitting there doing my homework. I feel a presence pass behind me and sit down next to me. I look up. It's maskless lizard guy. Sitting there eating Reese's peanut butter cup. Like 6 of them. He's got like 3 fucking packs of Reese's. The big cup ones too, not just the little ones.
Oh, I thought these were like Reese's Middies.
Oh, he's fucking mowing them down.
These were like full size.
Full size. You gotta like peel them. And he's just
in the sleeve.
He's just fucking honking them, and he doesn't have his mask on. And I'm expecting like an incel basement dweller type looking dude, normal looking guy. Honestly, not a bad looking dude.
If you're watching this lizard guy,
Yeah, if you're listening to this lizard guy,
first of all, I want to know
that would be dope as fuck if you are. By the way,
yeah, that would be rad.
you're probably cool as shit. And
to have the balls to walk around what is probably the most toxic,
yeah,
the most toxic educational environment in the state,
yes,
and be like,
literally just another
want a
2 years
lizard
of high
mask.
school. Yeah,
You know, we're ranked one of the rudest states in the U.S.
yeah, probably.
We're like number 3.
So
we are the rude. We're not
We
number
are
3.
the-
We're number 1.
We're number 1, the rudest state. Good for you, lizard
But yeah,
guy.
I had a face-to-face interaction with the man, the myth, the legend, lizard guy
That's rad.
without a mask.
Fucking lizard guy.
Didn't
That's
say
rad.
a word to him. I just turned and looked and was like, "Fuck, that's lizard guy,"
It's just like, damn, lizard guy's chilling. No,
and then
I
just did homework.
I didn't have anything particularly. Nothing obviously could be as interesting as like, holy shit, I met maskless lizard guy.
Yeah.
I met guy without
Just
the lizard.
guy.
I met guy
Literally
without
just
the
met
lizard.
guy.
That's how, actually, I did meet Guy Fieri when I was a kid.
That's dope as fuck.
Because he's from
He's from like Connecticut, isn't he?
well, he's from Connecticut, but his actually I don't think he's from Connecticut. His wife is from Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Her whole family is like from Rhode Island.
Okay.
And they were at either Mohegan Sun.
He's got like a restaurant in one of the casinos up there.
It's either Mohegan or Foxwoods.
I think it's
I-
Foxwoods.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, it is Foxwoods. I went to the America's Got Talent U.S. tour show
Gay.
where
Oh,
I was like 9.
gay.
9 is a pretty gay age.
That's fucking. Nine's gay as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
nine is so fucking gay.
9 is pretty gay. Because you're still like kid floppy.
Yeah.
You still got like wet hands all the time. Just
Yeah.
fucking
But
dicking
you
around.
also have like almost teenager ideas.
Yeah. Just
Like you're kind of like getting yourself ready for that next stage in your life.
looking at your dick for too long.
Yeah.
It's pretty gay. But we went to the America's Got Talent U.S. tour where they take the like top 5 or top 10 acts from the TV show and they tour them around and peddle them through the United States. Just, squeeze all the money they can out of these people from a nighttime television show. And who is there but Guy Fieri?
Fieri.
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri's. He likes this. It's fucking Fieri.
Tacos con
How,
Guy.
how are you from New England? You cannot pronounce fucking Fieri.
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 Fucking Triple D himself.
Diners, drive-ins, dives.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Diners, dive-ins, and drives.
Divers,
drive-ins, and dimes.
diners, and dines. He was there with his wife.
You were like, how you doing?
How you doing?
All right, settle
But-
down.
Settle down.
Settle down.
I don't think he was there for the show.
He was just there,
He was
fat
just-
chilling,
In the casino.
He was just dining.
And he was dining.
driving in and
He was
diving.
driving in and dining and drives. Diners and
Douche,
drives and
douche, and douche.
there's and there's.
Triple douche.
Down.
Settle down. Like the Diet Coke, this one.
But he was there, and my grandmother was like, "Oh my God, Guy Fieri," and he just
On this episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
just the entire time because
Just
he was in
full
like
creature mode.
he was in like a crowd of people with his wife and like I'm assuming were his 2 sons that are now like famous in their own right, but they were like our age.
Children.
They were literally children. So there was like 2 kids my age, this woman I'd never seen, and Guy Fieri in a crowd at Foxwoods. And me and my mom and my grandmother were like, yo! And he just,
Wait a minute.
the entire time, just standing there.
That happened,
He was probably so tired of having people be like, fucking Guy Fieri. And my grandmother was like, this asshole, he doesn't even want to say hi, this and that. And, like, we had, like, a year where anytime Guy Fieri was on, we're like, that guy was such a fucking dick.
You literally just did nothing.
Yeah, and then now he was on, like, Bert Kreischer's podcast or something, like, 2 years ago. And I remember
Honestly,
watching
kind
it.
of a rad dude.
Yeah, he's just like Guy.
Yeah.
He's exactly...
He is Guy. That's just him. He's literally just famous for being one of the bros.
He's just one of the boys.
Yeah, he is.
And he was, like, talking to Bert, and he's like, man, you know... he's, like, all about charity and, like, being nice to people.
Obviously not a bad guy at all.
Shit, dude. I thought Guy Fieri was a dick. He's just nice. Yeah, nothing. It's annoying that all my interesting stories are from when I was, like, a child. And now that I'm an adult, I'm just like...
It's weird, like, seeing people that, like, you're supposed to, like, be in awe of, just, like, in the normal world, and you don't really realize it's them. Like, last concert I went to, I went and saw Sunny Day Real Estate in the Appleseed cast at, what club was that in Boston?
Oh, my nipple.
House of Blues. And so the Appleseed cast is like kind of like a C-list band. Like they're like an opening act type band, like a career opening act.
Yeah. Are they? Go on.
Not that any of you knew that.
Continue.
And they were just, before their show, they were just at the merchandise table just selling their own merch.
Solid.
And yeah, I was literally like...
Hanging with the boys.
And then they went up, played a 10-song set. And they came back out and started selling merch again. I was like standing right next to the table. One of the guys like bumped into me and was like, "Oh, sorry." Like I'm literally just watching these guys come off stage and like they're just like holding beers and like wearing fucking like normal dude clothes and like just doing normal dude stuff.
Jeans that don't fit right and shirts that it's like, I think this is my size.
They just look like dads whose sons would be named like Kazan or like Caden or like Parker.
Oof.
Or like Cashman. I don't know.
Cashman.
Cashman.
Yeah. Cashman with an X.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a... Have you ever noticed...
Chrysanthemum. Urethrium.
Urethrium? Damn.
Urethra Franklin.
Urethra Franklin.
Bro, I fucking love Urethra Franklin.
I went and saw George Thorogood.
What the fuck?
The Bad to the Bone
Yeah,
guy.
I know who George Thorogood is. My dad's fucking 58.
I saw George Thorogood when I was 10.
Oh, that's actually rad. What the fuck?
It's so fucking cool.
Dude, I saw Todd Rundgren when I was 12.
I don't know who that is.
It's like a George Thorogood type guy.
Red. Nah, George Thorogood. He played the, what's that theater in, like, Cranston? Park Theater. He played the Park, and they advertised it as, like, 2-hour show. Not going to be out too late. We expect mostly old people to be here. I went with my 70-year-old grandmother.
Yeah.
But you show up, and the crowd is what you expect it to be. Mm-hmm. People between 45 and 80 going to go see a 65-year-old man play rock and roll music. I think we left at like 12:30 in the morning. He played a double encore to
Christ.
A standing ovation and people basically moshing.
Bro, those old heads know how to get down.
Dude, guys in like tucked in Harley Davidson t-shirts with jeans and suspenders on, just banging it out in the aisles.
Dude,
and he's like, and I'm like, oh.
It's just the whole concert.
His drummer was like 105. The guy never stopped playing. To this day, if you talk to my grandmother about George Thorogood, she will tell you. She's like, oh yeah, we saw him in concert. The drummer never stopped playing from the second they got on the stage to the second they got off. He never stopped playing. And
I just didn't remember he didn't have to play the whole time.
No, dude, I'm not even kidding. in between silences and song and stage changes, the intermission, dude was just and then,
Just holding it the fuck down.
yeah, just holding
Tight
it
as
down,
fuck.
tight, a little bit of swing to it, just like,
Bro, perfect timing.
yeah, dude's hitting a 145.
Make sure you take the dog out before you go to bed.
I will.
Okay.
That'd be all right.
Oh, that's gonna go in the podcast.
Absolutely.
Dude, that's gotta be the like.
That's the intro.
That's the intro right
That's
there.
the intro.
Perfect. I'm going to bed. There's people downstairs. They're in the walls, Jacob. Your skin is too tight.
Oh, God.
Remove it. It's okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Your skin.
Not that ASMR. Stop it. That's not what the channel's for.
But yeah, that guy was holding it down. And she's not wrong.
Yeah.
He was just thugging it out.
Just talking it out.
And he was, you know, when you see like old people and they're not emaciated.
I love it when I see old people break character.
I love when
just, like, stop
you
acting like
just
old
used
people.
Emaciated and old people in the same sentence.
They're just like,
Bro spams the word emaciated. Let's be real.
I like emaciated. Emaciated's good.
This just turned into a funny episode really quick.
Yeah, as it should. No, you know when you see old people and they're not emaciated, but like
They're old and disheveled.
their body is too old for everything that's contained within it.
Yes.
So it's like you can see where their wrist connects to their hand
Yes.
and their skin, but their skin isn't saggy. It's just
Old.
old.
Yeah.
gently wrapping the bone.
Yeah. He was that. So we saw the band walks out, everybody cheers for George Thorogood, and
Then
then
5 minutes later, he gets behind his drum set.
no, you see this like he doesn't get on the drum kit right away. There's just like this twiggy old dude with hair that has probably been attached to his face for longer than I've been alive to this day. Probably stopped growing and it's just attached.
Friday's like, this is enough facial hair forever.
Yeah. Body's done. He
That's
doesn't
it. You're fully cooked.
he doesn't create dust anymore. Like living humans create dust from dead skin. He's old enough for
He's just currently occupying space,
yeah, he's just there.
just waiting on his
And we're
time.
like, damn, that fucking roadie is old as shit.
Yeah.
And then he gets on the kit and just boom, bow, and you're like, oh,
Whoa. Okay.
oh shit, all right.
All right.
And it's not even a mic'd up kit.
Really?
It's just him.
Fuck.
Just thugging it
So
out.
he's got perfect loud concert pitch.
just rim shots, dude.
That's crazy.
Rim shots for a 3.5 hour
That is
concert.
nuts,
Straight.
So he's banging on him full concert volume, and you can hear him without any microphones. That's sick.
Not a blanket in a bass drum.
That is sick.
Clear drums all the way around.
That is sick.
Clear heads, clear bodies,
Wow.
just thumping.
That's fucking nice, dude.
We're getting
That's a
we're,
rad old man.
we're getting M&Ms and Cokes at the concession stand, and you can hear him like. You're like, oh fuck!
You feel it in your fucking spine.
I had to take a piss, and my piss was going. Boom, 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 boom. It was like an earthquake was happening. I was like, holy fuck!
Pissing in perfect 4/4 time.
Yeah, I could see. I was like, damn, that guy's hitting great. Doing paradiddles.
Wow, he's got a real tight snare tone. It's that hi-hat perfect.
Like, he could move that crash a little to the right. But other than that, the guy's grooving.
That is a solid journeyman musician right there.
Yeah, and he was George Thorogood's one of those dudes that like still calls people cats.
Oh.
He's like, I know we got a lot of cool cats out there in the audience tonight. Well, let me see if you're a cool cat. And you
Right,
see all these old dudes with like fat alcoholic man fingers, just like he's like, now if you're one of my cool cats, I want to see you out in the aisles right now. And it's just like old man.
Oh, this is my shit right here.
And they're like, Martha, get my gun.
So, when I was younger, I've always been very close with my cousins, and all that. And their dad was in a rockabilly band.
Underrated genre.
Very underrated genre, by the way.
Refuse to listen to it, but
I refuse
to
to listen to country music, but rockabilly and psychobilly is fucking... dude, it's like if, like, Elvis just went punk. It's fucking sick, dude. It's so cool.
A-cab.
Yeah.
Oh.
But, like... Anyway, so he was...
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Oh, baby.
Oh, Hunka
Seen a lot of pigs out in the crowd tonight. Just want to let you know, Black Lives Matter. Trans rights are human rights. Oh. Can I get an amen? Everybody in the crowd starts crying.
So,
Some
anyways,
dude on a fucking fiddle. Just like,
the average age of...
some gay dude in leather overalls and nothing else on a fiddle, just like, oh.
And a 7 foot tall trans female just playing an upright bass.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's like male to female trans woman, 7 foot tall.
Taller than an upright bass.
Yeah, size 18 feet in red stilettos.
So
And Elvis is just like,
the feel of these concerts is like a punk concert, but it's all people that are like dressed like greasers from the 50s.
yeah, Elvis is like, fucking
Yeah.
kill Nazis.
Fucking punch cops in the face and whatnot.
If you see a pig in the streets, I give you the king's permission to
Fucking kill his ass.
stomp his bootlicking face. Oh,
Oh, mama.
oh, mama. Oh, the Holy Spirit's in me.
God, a G.
The Holy Spirit's in me.
Elvis the pelvis is gonna lose his shit tonight.
I'm gonna tell you, if I don't see every one of you sons of bitches in the pit,
If you don't break it the fuck down right now, oh, so help me, Lord. Oh.
if I don't see every one of you crazy motherfuckers breaking it down, I want to see you on the ground right now. When I say jump, I want you to motherfucking jump. Slipknot, but it's Elvis as the front man. It's the only thing that stops the ache. Stops the ache, mama.
Oh, mama.
It's made of all the things that I can take. It's like an Elvis. It's the ballads he would do in the casino ballrooms where he's like, "Well, I
Just gigantic sideburns.
huge sideburns, but still a mask on."
The mask is just sideburns instead of dreads. Anyways, so the average age of this concert is not that much younger than the age that you were talking about, but it's everybody that thinks they're greasers. And like
A lot of wallet chains.
yeah, a lot of wallet change, fucking buckle boots, sky high pompadours.
Buckle boots kind of go hard though. No lace,
Honestly,
just
yeah.
buckle boot, like the gunner
Engineer
boots.
boots are rad,
They kind of go hard.
but pompadours that add 6 inches to your height. Anyways,
Shoe polish, black hair.
yes,
Fucking.
yeah, literally. Bro goes to the barber to get an oil change and not a fucking haircut. Anyways,
It's damaging his hair so much that his pompadour is actually just the hair from the front of his head. All the hair and the rest of his head has just gone. And it's a helmet, basically. It's a shell.
90% of the time he just has a conch.
Yeah.
Fucking...
If you blow in the back of his head, it's just...
It's like a reed for a clarinet.
All right, guys, time to play the gym. Some fucking dude in a leather jacket that doesn't fit. He thrifted it from Savers in the women's section. Thinks he's cool as shit. He put a fucking Ramones patch on the back.
The Ramones are so fucking overrated, dude.
Hits his girlfriend.
I'm gonna piss off every punkhead when I say this, And I don't care because I'm also a punkhead and you're all assholes anyways.
I've never had a good experience with a lot of the people that are in the...
Oh, mama.
Oh, mama.
We're breaking it down tonight.
This next song, you can buy my CD at the table with the t-shirts.
On the table with the t-shirts, there's a CD on the CD table with the t-shirts.
It's called Crucify Bloodshed. Mud Puddle. Extreme.jpg.
Semen sperm.
It's always like the stupidest names.
Horse testicles.
It's called Horse Testicle Stomping Ground.
It's called horseradish hand grenade. Defund the government.
And it goes a little something like this. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's just a ballad. It's not even a punk song. It's just like
not
a
even
beautiful...
words. It's just
It's just a beautiful piano ballad with some violins in the background. He's like, oh, oh.
He's just crooning. He's not even singing.
Yeah, he's like, I say the light of the Lord today. Dude, I watched the HBO Elvis movie. They fucked Elvis up, bro.
Yeah.
His manager owed like $250,000 to the International Hotel. Mm-hmm. And so instead of letting him...
Just pretty much pimped him out.
Yeah, instead of letting him go on
That
like,
residency was entirely forced.
Yeah.
It wasn't...
I had no idea. I thought he was just
I had
like
no
a
idea
walk-
Elvis never went outside of the United States.
Yeah, I thought he was like just like a fat, washed up dude who like turned to drugs. But he was given drugs like early.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, just fucking take amphetamines, it's fine.
Yeah,
And he's like 17.
His manager ruined him.
Yeah. Tom Hanks, however,
Played that role fantastic.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
so good.
That was a fucking great movie.
Wait, you saw it?
Yeah.
When he dies at the end?
Yeah.
I love.
First of all, that was a long movie, and I didn't mind saying it was like a 3-hour movie almost.
Yeah, it was
and
good.
I loved it.
It was very dramatic.
Yes, it was.
I didn't expect it to be as dramatic as it was. It was right in between Bohemian Rhapsody and the movie about Elton John.
Yeah.
With,
I
like,
still haven't seen the
dramatic.
movie about Elton John.
It's not that great.
Okay.
I mean, Elton John directed it, and it's like his fabulous retelling
Of his life,
how his life went, but also he's telling it to you as though you were part of like a Narcotics Anonymous meeting
Word.
in like the 90s
Okay.
or like early 2000s. So he like walks into the meetings every act of the movie in a different ridiculous costume and then tells you like an act of his life.
That's weird as fuck.
And all of them break down into 3 separate musical numbers.
What the fuck? That's so gay. That's so
It's very gay. It's great though.
All right.
It's not a good movie if you're trying to learn about Elton John.
But it's an entertaining movie.
Yeah, but if you enjoy Elton John's content,
Which I know.
then it's fun. It's fun and fabulous, and at the end, you get to see him like triumphantly escort himself.
Triumphantly Elton John.
Yeah, he's like now I'm fat and look like a lesbian soccer mom, and I played Stan with a man who famously says a lot.
I am a man of the people.
It's like, hey, I'm gay and English, so they cancel each other out. It has to, right? Like, English gay dudes are just dudes.
I mean, all gay dudes are just dudes. They're just gay.
Yeah, but like...
I mean, some of them are pretty... But other,
But like...
they're guys.
Yeah, of course, obviously. They're just people.
Yeah.
But English gay dudes might as well just be English dudes. They might as well just be English
I feel like
dudes.
there's definitely a lot less, like, English, like, twinks.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them are into, like, weird leather daddy stuff.
Honestly, I have no idea. I really don't know.
That was because I used to watch a lot of English YouTubers as a kid.
Okay.
And a lot of them are, like, weird and, like, kinky.
Okay.
That was also the first and only episode of Sex Sent Me to the ER that I ever watched.
Oh, that show.
Oh, no. Sorry.
That show was fucking rad, dude.
I'm sorry.
I've watched so many episodes of that.
Wrong show. 1,000 Ways to Die.
You ever watched Untold Stories of the ER?
Yes.
That show. That's the show I was thinking about. That show was fucking rad.
Yeah, that show was cool. I was thinking of 1,000 Ways to Die.
You ever seen the episode where the guy gets his dick stuck in a camp stove?
No. But have you seen the episode where the dude gets put in a vacuum bag
Yes.
by a dominatrix, and then he just dies?
It's just fucking
and she robs him and leaves?
Yep.
Yeah.
You ever seen the episode with the guy, he's got like the bed, those fucking beds that come out of the wall?
No, I've only ever seen the episode where the guy gets vacuum bagged to death.
Oh, shit.
And I watched it with my grandfather at 1 a.m. when I was around 7. And then I went to bed because I was sleeping over their house. And he was like, you should go to bed. And I was like...
There's another episode of that show where this guy has one of those like fold down beds that comes out of the wall. And his girlfriend was like riding him. And she got up after they were finished. And it just snapped shut. And he fucking just croaks.
I mean...
What a way to go.
I guess go out with a bang, yeah.
Exactly. We'll quite literally go out with a bang.
Just like... fire off the clip and just get crushed into a wall.
Just eat shit and die.
There's got to be... Imagine, like...
Oh, I gotta piss.
What it must be like for those old dudes who, like, die of heart attacks having sex.
That's a blaze of glory, man.
Nah, it's so anticlimactic.
No, I think that's perfect.
No, because you don't get to...
I think as long as you get to come, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you get to
As long
finish.
as you get to come, that's it.
And then you lay
Nothing else
down.
matters.
You lay down and you're like...
You're just like, oh, and you just stand up and like take a drink of water. You're just like, ah.
Yeah, you're like 98 years old.
And you just
and
go stiff and
worth
just
like $100 billion
plunge into nothing.
with your like 36-year-old hot wife, and you like,
Yeah. And then you just like come back to life as like a chicken or something.
yeah, you just fucking your heart explodes. She takes all your money and ruins your relationship with your family.
To be fair though, that's the way to do it if you're in that situation.
Oh, for sure. I want to die at like 108.
With like a 30-year-old like European model on top of me.
Yeah, just like worth more money than any other human could possibly conceive, and just not give it to any worthy causes.
Because yeah, if that's your life, then that's your fucking life. Go 100% with it.
Yeah, I want to die like
it.
I want to die like Scrooge McDuck probably died. Just like balls deep, lay on my bed, and just
Balls deep, thing hanging.
thang hanging out
Hanging out with that thing out.
with my weird duck penis. The weird corpse.
The weird 9-inch corkscrew duck penis that you only have for 3 months out of the year.
Yeah, just like
Purple for some reason.
just fucking eat it. And
Just
then
like eating duck cocks and fucking dying.
yeah, and then my 4 with Huey, Dewey, Louie, and Claude. My 4 duck nephews that are color coordinated. They get my millions of doubloons. And then my I'm a duck, but she's a human Latina hot wife tries to steal my fortune from my nephews, and they go on an adventure. And
Oh
really,
my god, Scrooge McDuck is fucking hilarious when you say it like that.
yeah, exactly. I'm Scrooge McDuck in this scenario, and my death spurs on a multinational, multi-year expedition that my color-coordinated duck nephews have to go on, and
To save your estate from your Latina hot wife.
yeah, exactly.
Who's for some reason in this story still a person.
She's a human. Yeah, my nephews and I are ducks.
Don't get it twisted.
We do not wear pants. They wear oversized shirts that have their color on them.
With their gigantic duck asses and duck cocks hanging out.
Yeah, and their weird little hats. They always have a hat on. It's like Alvin and the Chipmunks, but they're fucking ducks. And they go on this.
Alvin in the duck months.
Yeah, and they go on this expedition, and it strengthens their bond. And, you know, the series is probably going to get canceled before they get the fortune back from My Latina Hot Wife. And you never see her face.
No.
She's only ever in frame from, like, boobs down.
Just the parts that matter.
Yeah, so that the 9-year-old
for the plot line, yeah.
so that the 9-year-old boys watching are like, ooh, exactly. And
Well,
she's always
TNA for the kids.
she's always in a flat white or flat red detailless dress with red heels, and she's always saying something evil. She probably schemes and plots,
I got a pace for this, man.
and that's how I want to go out. And by the by the end of the series, by the time it's on Netflix, you're gonna forget that it really all spawned from the fact that the guy working at Chili's couldn't figure out that you have to steam the broccoli before you put it on the goddamn plate instead of just leaving it raw, so that when I try to go to eat it, it's like eating dust. And I just have to leave it on the plate like an asshole. So when the waitress comes to get my plate, I look like a fucking little boy who can't eat his greens.
But it's okay because we know how to shave our ass and our balls. And this has been You Have School Tomorrow. Thank you for joining us for another episode. We'll see you next week.